Hello, back again. It's Record Keeper. Today we have Final Fantasy 13 event. Except it's not just 13; it's also 13-2, the first one of 13-2. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Yeah. Maybe should have had Fang use that, that speed up. That nice, thing to get this moving. Lunatic High, there we go, that's what I was looking for. Luckily, once you get your defenses up and your breakdowns on them, the enemy doesn't really deal that much damage, and the fight will be over pretty quickly. Oh, did that know that that could silence? I think to take note. Sometimes I forget that there's ability refreshes in the boss rush now because it's like almost not needed anymore. Let's just, keep this moving right into the next one. Now, we have our defenses up, and we do need to get medication up, but at the same time we don't want to kill everything too fast, because we need to slow something. Now we only have to slow one target. You could bring a sloga to this, and it does get the job done much easier. And they seem to not want to cooperate. The whale is kind of the most dangerous factor here. We might have to hold off just in case. Just so we can give lightning time to slow somebody. And if this next hit doesn't actually slow, I may just have to restart. Though, I think I can get mastery without the slow. Maybe we just go. Maybe just go and just see what we get. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, I must have gone slow on that last hit. Nice. And there you see that Incinerate is still just really vicious. Of course, once you get status effects on him, he does go into his Steam Clean mode, which should be his next action. Start getting some healing up, and we can switch this to Speed 2. Alright, conditions met. I might not really mess with blind from this point on because we have the mitigation for all this stuff. Getting the slow on him though is still really useful, so I'm gonna keep that going. Plus Hope is probably one of our biggest damage dealers in this fight. This is alright. Again, Steam Clean is also really nice because it forces him to waste a turn. Oh boy. He is a little tanky, isn't he? Maybe Hope would have been a better character to bring since he can self-buff. Did I say Hope or Snow? I don't even remember. Is that good memory of mine acting up again? That's our Sentinel Grimoire wore off. Get that right back up. think I might be pushing my luck a bit. This is actually, like, analyzing this fight. It's actually, like, a deceptively difficult fight. You do actually need, like, a good boost or your own personal mitigation to deal with the damage that he puts out. I could refresh my Protect Go, but the fight feels like it's almost over, and I kind of gotta keep this healing up. There you go, though. Not overly difficult. If you have any sort of boost or own personal mitigation that allows you to bring a boost, that would easily deal with a lot of what happens in this fight. Alright, let's get this one done. So this boss does actually have a really interesting thing that it does, but we won't see that until it's about half health. So, more on that later. Huh, after that lightning hit, I feel like maybe I should have just brought Shout. Nah, this is probably the right choice. Good damage on that bio, though. That's what I want to see. In this particular strategy, I'm not really worrying with the slowing him too much. It's not as much of a concern to me. But I do hope that he does haste himself, since I do kind of need that for the condition, buddy. They wanted that for a condition that should have been, like, forced in the script at some point. Whenever he does a phase shift like that, the background does actually change color. If you need to keep yourself reminded of what type he is currently. Ah, this is what I was talking about. So, at this point, he falls to the ground and immediately shifts back to normal and takes more damage. At least I thought he took more damage. He's taking a little bit more damage. Selfie's turn comes around, we gotta refresh that Shelga. Not Shelga, Sentinel Grimoire. And he only stays down for about 2 turns, then he gets right back up. Back to the fight. Alright, come on, buddy. Anytime now that you want to haste yourself. I don't trust myself to get full medals. That's for sure. Hey! There you go. Alright, I'm trying to do this math in my head real fast. Alright, cool. And frankly, we're also getting lucky and he's not shifting into his final form, the plague form. So we're actually able to keep our damage up. The heals are actually quite unnecessary. Like I said before, you might actually not need Sentinel Grimoire for this. You could probably just go with a anything else. Maybe give yourself a haste and a regen. Those go really well together. That's it. Not overly complex. Just enough. I would have been fine if I didn't even get that dispel. Yeah, Bahamut does seem a bit mean, doesn't he? To think he was the one I wasn't worried about. Alright, mitigation is up now. 100%. We are prepared to do damage. I would love if I slowed him. That would be ideal. Perfect. It's a good point. Crumb is in the chat and points out that if you can get slow on him and you have a hasted person, a single person can dismissal lock him. Which sounds silly, honestly. Now he's gonna get tankier pretty soon. As soon as he drops below half health. I feel like I'm getting outpaced and I have haste and he has slow. It's just silly. This fight's ridiculous. My protect wore off, didn't it? Oh, that's why I'm taking so much damage now. Also, my slow wore off. Oh, there's the slow. Yeah, he gets a little faster when he's weak. You know, a little bit is a lot for these guys. Also, you know, losing the DPS from Saint's Cross doesn't help none. I think I got this under control, though. Barely. Ignis is actually fine. It's only 1,000 damage, and you can spot heal that. Whew. Doable. I don't know, like, chat, do you have any suggestions for that situation? I got nothing. Oof. I'm getting a lot of prey from chat. 25% chance of Giga Graviton happening. It's really it. It's just Giga Graviton. Everything else is deal withable to a point. The nice thing was Ramza was whacked quite a bit there, so that will not be an issue. Alright, it's go time. Oh. I got a fucking knot in the back of my throat right now. Stay up, Lightning, stay up. Stay the fuck up. Died, you know. I feel that this fight earned a damage limit break. Generally don't like using those just because, you know, don't like taking any advantage that I can get, but this fight earned it. Jesus Christ. Oh, there we go. What? Form 2? No, that's it. I feel like I cheated for like actions taken and everything, but yo, I tried. That fight is extremely rough, even with a bunch of crap. So, good luck out there to you. Anywho, that's it for this week's Final Fantasy Record Keeper. That was an extremely rough fight. Next week is Final Fantasy VI with the Figaro Bros. That one is supposed to be manageable. I think they realized they made a mistake and they made that one a lot more reasonable. So I'll see you then.